welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I'm back. Well, I recorded, but I just haven't posted anything. Like, I wanted to record kind of like my reactions and my thoughts on this lovely gem, Sick FUX by Tillie Cole. Super dark. I have no clue what it's about, but I'm gonna read back to you guys now. It says, when Ellis, Aaron Shaw, and Heathen James meet as children, they couldn't have been more different. Ellis was loud and beautiful, all blonde hair, bright laughs, and smiles. Heathen was dark, brooding, and obsessed with watching things die. The pair forged an unlikely friendship, unique and strange, until they were ripped apart by the sick cruelty of others. Separated for years, both locked in a perpetual hell. 11 years later, Heathen is back for his girl, back from a place from which he thought there was no return, back to seek revenge on those who wronged them. Time has made Heathen's soul darker, polluted with hatred and the thirst for blood. Time has made Ellis a shell of former self, a little girl lost in the vastness of her pain. As Heathen pulls Ellis out of her mental prison, reviving the essence of who she once was, down the rabbit hole they will go. With malice in their hearts and vengeance in their veins, they will seek out the ones who hurt and destroyed them, one at a time, each one more deadly than the last. Tick tock. I was like, it's about to be like super badass, and we all know that I love a good dark romance read, but this one, it probably has a ton of trigger warnings, and I'm just all for it. Like, I'm excited to just, I've been dying, when I say dying, I mean dying to read this book. It's been on my shelf for like a couple months now, and I just haven't got to it because there was just so many other books that I wanted to read, you know, but I finally picked it up. I finally did it, and we're about to get into this shit, and let me tell you, it's gonna be dark and twisted and crazy, and my reactions are probably gonna be like, what the fuck is going the fuck on? Like, what, you know? So I heard so many good things about it, but then I heard a lot of people say like, you know, I was expecting it to be way darker, whatever the case may be, but y'all, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna get into this. I'm nervous, but so excited. I love Tillie Cole. I love that she has this super dark side, like, to her writing aspect, and this super sweet and loving and, you know, caring side that just melts your freaking soul. So I love that we get the best of both worlds with her, because y'all, I love my cutesy romances, but then I love my dark, twisted, blood-sucking, crazy romances too. So I'm excited. Hey guys, so I just wanted to read something. So they kind of nicknamed them, so he nicknamed her Dolly because of her doll, and then she nicknamed him Rabbit because of him having the pocket watch and the way that he's like dressed in a vest and all that, because her favorite book is Alice in the Wonderland, and you know, like the rabbit in it. So she was like, Rabbit, I agreed, and smiled at our new names, Dolly and Rabbit. Alice followed the rabbit down the rabbit hole. He took her to Wonderland. He took her from her doll world and into one of bright colors and magical creatures. I squeezed my doll, and now I have met you. Have you come to show me a new world? Yeah, new freaking dark, dangerous world, girl. This is when they're like 7 years old. So it's about to, I don't even have words, because I think it's going to start like picking up here soon. I really want to get halfway through this tonight, or even farther. That would be nice. I'm nervous. I'm nervous to see how this is going to go. That's weird. So I just got to a part where she's like, my papa never, she has a friend named Eddie, and she says that her dad doesn't ever let her go over to his house. My papa never let me. I'd never left our estate's ground in my whole life. Like, what? Why, I wonder? Like, what the hell? Something bad's going to happen. I can feel it. Yeah. So, currently on the couch with my kids. We're cuddling, and I'm reading. Well, I got to a part where it's just, there's something off about her dad and uncles. Okay, so it says, I dip my shoulder and look him right in the eyes. I dance and sang, moving towards him, putting on a show. I always put on a show for my papa and my uncles, almost every night. They always asked me to dance for them in my Alice in the Wonderland dress. It was their favorite dress of mine. I loved to dance for people. It always made them smile. And then she doesn't know, she's 7, she doesn't know how to read. She has never left her estate. And she says that she's homeschooled and that her dad just doesn't have time to teach her. I don't know. Something fishy's going on. I don't know. Something's not adding up here. And I think Ethan is catching on to it too. All I have to say is, holy shit. Like, after that part that I read about, like, you know, Ella's father watching her dance and stuff like that, I already knew I was gonna get bad fucking vibes. I already had bad fucking vibes. Which dad, you know, dad and uncle watch a little girl dance for them every single night? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? And I feel so bad for Ethan right now. Like, no words. Like, yeah, he's a psychopath and shit, but nobody deserves what he's about to fucking go through. Nobody. Like, it's like I knew, but I didn't want to be right, you know? And right now I just don't want to be right. No wonder why they want to fucking kill them all now. Like, I totally understand. I would too. What the fuck? Tillie, you're killing me. I am fucking speechless.
What?
I might cry. Like, look at my eyes. Oh my goodness. Like, deep down, I knew they weren't related to her. After, I don't, you get little hints at the beginning. I'm only like 50 pages in and it's this fucking wild already.
What are you doing?
Like, oh my god. Like, I can't, like, I'm sick to my stomach right now, but I feel so
Oh, Mom.
freaking bad for them.
Mommy.
So bad.
Mommy, it's okay.
Baby, it's just a book. Mommy's just expressing how I feel.
Your eyes?
The what?
Your eyes.
My eyes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just expressing how I feel. And bro, oh my god. I cannot wait to see how they get their revenge back on them. I cannot wait to see how that plans out because they deserve it, especially the nanny, because she knew this was going on. The nanny, oh, I hope they tear her apart. Rip her limb from limb at this point because she deserves it and they deserve that 10 times worse. Oh my god, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm fucking stressed. My heart. Okay, so obviously they both been through a lot of trauma. It's 11 years later now. 11 fucking years later where he promised that he was gonna come back for her. So he basically says he doesn't know how he's going to find Dolly. He didn't think, well, he kind of knew that she wasn't strong enough at the time to be able to get through everything that they have already been through. And then he goes, I had no idea what state I would find her in, whether or not her fragile mind had been destroyed, whether or not her glass heart had been shattered, no hope of salvation. I had no idea if my only reason for living could be saved. Like, it's gonna destroy me. It's gonna destroy me. I was not expecting, y'all, I didn't even read that much, bro. And all so much has already happened. Oh my goodness. He's so psychotic and crazy, but I love him. I fucking love him. I love Rabbit. I love him. I'm gonna say it now, I love him. That might make me psychotic or psychopath as well because I fucking love it. I'm so exhausted, like so tired. I feel like I barely slept last night, so I'm like all over the place to be honest. But just thought I would update you guys. So it's obviously you guys already know it's 11 years later, and he promised that he will come back for her and save her. He gets to her, she's not like obviously the same person that she was then. She's been through a lot of shit, you know, so obviously been through like a lot of shit, you know, so you could tell like she's like in her mind, like she's not present, if that makes sense, like, you know, like she blocked everything out and she's kind of like stuck in her mind right now. So he does like all these little things to try to get her to come back to him, and she eventually, you know, seems like herself, you know, but like when she's talking about like when they leave and she's talking, she's like, oh my god, I feel so bad for the girl that I used to talk to across the door or whatever. She's mentioning like herself, if that makes sense. So if you read this book in the beginning, he ends up calling her Dolly, but her real name is Ellis. And when he asks, what little girl are you talking about, she says, yeah, Ellis. And she's talking about herself. So it's like she has them both connected, like the trauma on one side and then like her fantasy and, you know, what he used to call her in another side. I can't remember exactly what that word is called when you're like kind of like, she has both of her like separated, like, you know, like she doesn't realize that that's both her at the moment. I have a feeling he's going to bring that out in her, but y'all, nobody could have prepared me for this for this book. Like, so far I'm loving it. I'm like, but I'm just super exhausted. Like, my eyes hurt. I have like a really bad sty. Don't know how I got that, but I do. But anyways, I will update you guys probably in a little bit. I'm probably gonna look a mess because I'm gonna take off my makeup and everything. Probably sometime like when my daughters are asleep, because there's a fly in here. Because I'm about to start getting them ready for bed. I'm nervous. I wonder if he's gonna introduce her to his like cellmates. When they took him, he ended up going to like this place where the rich people pay for things that they want to get rid of. Basically, they go there and they're put in a cell, and basically like there they could be raped and stuff like that. But he got lucky to be in the cell where the guards are scared of the other guys that are in there because they have already killed a guard. So he got lucky with that. But I wonder if she's going to meet those guys, because they're all like psychopaths in their own fucking way. And I don't know if she's gonna make books for them, but if she does, I want a story about all of them, because it's just, you know, goodies. I like my little psychopaths. But yeah, we're gonna start getting these kids ready for bed, and hopefully I don't fall asleep. Okay, so I did read a little bit more last night, and like I said, Elise is like Dolly, like kind of like disassociated herself with Elise, which is her real self, like, you know, her, because of all the trauma that she has been through. So he has to make it seem like they are going on this wonderful adventure through Alice in the Wonderland, like, you know, based off that book. So he basically says that they need to save Elise, and to save Elise they need to kill these men that have hurt her to free her. So that's currently where everything is going. They just got their first kill, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, he deserved worse than what she gave him. But yes. Cannot wait to see what they're gonna do to her, to who she says is Papa. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous to see how this is all gonna play out, because obviously it's not gonna be all sweet and dandy and, you know, to the point, and they're super attracted to one another. And I think she's more in shock because she disassociated herself with Elise, and Elise is the one who has kissed him before, if that makes sense. So she's kind of, you know, they both don't touch each other because of everything they ever been through, but just little hints here and there. She can't stop looking at him because she has a tattoo of her whole face on his back. Like, husband, where are you? Like, where's my face on your body? Hello. But I'm just like, fuck yeah. So yeah, I wonder how today's gonna go. I just have a couple things I need to do today. Like, I think if it gets nicer out, I'm gonna take the girls to the park, since we haven't been there in a while, and I have to go pick up my groceries at 3 today, between 3 and 4. So that's really all I have to do today. We're just gonna chill out. I'm about to just do the dishes, because I always say I'm gonna do my dishes before I go to sleep, but I never do. I always do it when I wake up. Don't know why, but I do. Is it more convenient for you to do it? My thing that I suck at is laundry. I have a pile of laundry that I need to fold and put away. A pile. Like, I hate doing it. Not doing it, but putting it away, you know? Because like, I just did all that to then have to fold it and put it away. I wish I just had someone who just click and then just put it all away, you know what I mean? I feel a lot of crazy shit's about to happen. All I have to say is that if you've read this book, then you know what I'm talking about. That scene when they're in the hotel and they're kind of getting off on their trauma together, literally getting off on it, like repeating what they used to say to them, to each other. I don't even know what to say. Like, what? I will say this book is not for someone who has trigger warnings. Like, if you know that you have severely bad trigger warnings, I do not think you should probably read this. I haven't found a trigger that, you know, anything that triggered anything in me just yet, you know, because I read a lot of dark shit. But whoa, this one takes the cake. I'm not even gonna lie, this one takes the cake. Big time. Loving it, like I said. I'm fucking loving it. And they're giving me like, she's giving me like Harley Quinn vibe. That part, I was just like, no fucking way. No fucking way. This cannot be happening. Oh, but it happened, girl. It happened. It's going, guys. It's going, and I'm fucking loving it. Because, Jesus Lord. Just wow. Okay, so I'm currently on Eddie's point of view. If Eddie is her childhood friend, but they stopped being friends once she met Rabbit. So I'm at the chapter where he goes to go visit Ellis, and obviously she's not there because she's with Rabbit, duh. And he's freaking the hell out. So now my question is, did Eddie know everything that she was going through? Because if he did, he deserves to die as well. That's my point of view, for not saving her when he should have. But who knows? I have no clue why we're getting a chapter with him in it, because I don't care about Eddie. You know, I don't care about Eddie unless he's been in a relationship with her as well. My mind is about to blow. The freak! All I have to say is that scene where they kill another person, they literally had sex right basically in the same room where they killed that person. Like, he's laying there bleeding to death, but his arm's cut off and shit, and they're just having their first fuck together. So romantic. So I thought I was gonna finish it yesterday. I didn't. I barely read. I was busy just putting up some little Halloween decors, fall decors, whatever we're gonna call it, things like that. But today is the day that I'm gonna finish it. I'm hoping this morning at some time. Currently getting my daughter ready for school. She's getting her breakfast. Just woke her up at like 7:20 something. So yeah, I feel like I barely got any sleep last night, which I don't understand why, because I went to sleep. Sorry about the lighting, it's just super ugly out right now. But I just don't understand why, like, you know. But whenever I have to get up early the next day or something, like, I can barely sleep. It's just a thing, I think, at this point. Yeah, it kind of really sucks. But I have to wake up my youngest now too, grumpy as hell. Which is funny because she's usually up by now, but today's the day that she decided she wanted to sleep in. How nice, how convenient. The next 3 kills that they have to do, I think, are going to reconnect Dolly and Ellis as one. She's already having like thoughts like well, they're memories, not thoughts, memories of things that happened to Ellis, and she's kind of putting 2 and 2 together. Like, she was asking like, why do people keep calling her Ellis, things along those lines, and he like kind of lied just so that she doesn't get overwhelmed. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I think it's very, you can see how traumatized she is from everything they have done to her. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how the next, wow, I'm really talking about this, how she kills the next 3 people, you know. I think it's gonna be very, very personal once it hits her. I think it would have been better if, I don't know, I'm just guessing, if Dolly got like her Dolly and Ellis were one again and she got all those memories back, because I think it would be way more personal. Maybe after she kills the first one out of 3, that it might bring her back a little, and she might understand why she's doing what she's really doing. Right now she just thinks that she's on an adventure in Wonderland. So you can just see where her mind's at. But I think it's just funny that that's how her mind is, like where it's at, and then like she's thinking about sex, like, you know. So it's like, it's kind of crazy bizarre. But then again, I don't know how psychopaths think, so. And I don't really think she's not a psychopath. She's just very traumatized, and following Ethan's lead at the, I don't know. I have no clue how this is gonna end. I don't have no clue if they're gonna get caught by the cops, because in Eddie, he's a cop. So I have no clue if he's gonna put two and two together and realize, holy shit, like it's Ethan and freaking Ellis killing people. Like, you know what I mean? I don't freaking know. And it's not just random people though. They're gonna connect it, but now I don't know if they're gonna get away with it. That's the question. I'm literally at the part where obviously they're about to kill the twins, and they go in and they're obviously, you know, it was that they were having a party or whatever the case may have been, and she thought like, oh, it's a tea party, you know? So she's so fucking excited, and she takes a sip of the tea, and it's the brand that she fucking hates. It's not her brand, and she literally fucking goes off over tea. Over fucking tea. Like, this is fucking fabulous. This is just amazing. I can't. This is just fucking hilarious. I just can't. I'm loving it. So crazy. So crazy. Just had to come on here and laugh about that because I'm like, over fucking tea. Okay. Yep. Perfect. It makes sense. Well, you'll understand why it makes sense if you know Dolly at all. So it's just, it's great. Fabulous. Loved it. So we get to a part where Eddie and his uncle go and like kind of go to ask Ethan's mom questions, and we find out why he is the way that he is. But even when we find that out, I feel like even before that incident happened, he was already having, you know, killer instincts, you know what I mean? Like, he's just always been like that weird kid that, you know, thought about crazy crap like that since he, you know, could start thinking for himself and stuff like that. So it's crazy. There's also Eddie's looking into the report that was reported on Dolly's, obviously, uncles and dad years ago, and in that report it does mention Dolly and Ethan in it as well. So they now know why they are doing what they are doing to the people who used to live in that home. So it's just getting so good. I don't know. There's only like a couple chapters left, and I have no clue how this is going to end. This is kind of like the first time. I feel like usually you know how a book's going to end. I have no clue how this book is going to end. None whatsoever. So he finally tells her that he like loves her, and it's the cutest shit ever. So they're obviously about to do like their last kill together. They have no clue how this is gonna go. They have no intel of what's in the house, if there's security guards or anything like that. But I had to read this part. So she goes, I love you, rabbit. A smile ghost on her lips, maybe even more than Earl Grey tea. My heart fucking cracked. I love you too. My voice was rough, resonating through my insides. Edging closer, I kissed the back of her hand. But there is nothing to compare it to, because I have never loved anything else. It has always been you, only you ever. Oh, why I spoon over here? I'm fucking swooning. I want Ethan for myself at this point. Yeah. So cute. So fucking cute. Holy shit. So her papa is telling her, she's kind of still in shock, but he's telling Ethan why he did what he did, and bro, I would have shot him right in the head at this point, because what the fuck? He is sick, disgusting, and twisted. Holy crap. I feel like I give this like a 5 out of 5, to be honest. It had, obviously, it was super dark and not for anyone who can't, you know, it's not for a light heart. And the chemistry, like, well, their bond, Ellis and Ethan's bond was like no other. They clicked like right away. I think she knew deep down there was something more sinister about him, but that didn't like faze her. She still went after him. They grew this friendship that obviously became more really, I wouldn't say really cute, but not cute. It's really dark and twisted, and her uncles and dad deserved everything that came to them. You find out a lot during that visit with her dad, because he keeps talking and talking and talking, just trying to get everything out, because I think at that point he knew he was gonna die. But TikTok, bitch. Literally how I feel every single time I hear a clock now. I'm gonna think of freaking Sick FUX. Like, what? Why? But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not for the faint of hearts. I can see myself rereading this probably like in a couple years if so, but I really liked it. I really enjoyed all the dark aspects. Tillie Cole is amazing, does a great job with all like her dark romances and things like that, even like with her more cutesy sweet romances. Like I read 1,000 Boy Kisses and bawled my eyes out start to end, literally. And this one's just different and good. I love that psychopath, a good psychopath book. If you like books like that, I definitely will recommend Church by Silo Phantom. Is it Phantom? Phantom or something like that, I don't know. By Silo, really fucking good. It gave me those vibes, except obviously the plot and stuff like that's a different. It's so good. I totally recommend it. It's gonna be a 5 out of 5 for me. 5 beautiful stars. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction throughout this video, because I was a little, honestly, a lot of the shit in here just shocked me. Shocked the hell out of me. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm gonna be writing my review on Bookstagram if you guys want to go see it and like it. Don't forget to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.